on, you guys? It's your boy Alex Plus Collects here, bringing you another figure review, and today we are taking a look at the newest series, Elite 92, coming from ringsidecollectibles.com. As always, use promo code FORLIFE to save 10% off your order at checkout. And when you guys use that code, please make sure to tag me at my Instagram account at AlexWestCollects. Well, I will give you a repost and a shout out. I always appreciate all of you guys. You know, we are one big family here, and it's always great to interact and talk figures with you guys, because that really makes my day. I love sharing my hobby and my passion with you guys, and I love getting that passion right back. It's all that positive energy coming back and forth. But today we're taking a look at the newest series, Elite 92, and I'll be honest, Mattel pulled a rabbit out of its hat, because a lot of these guys are no longer with the company. I mean, Adam Cole, baby, is one of the top guys in their rival companies at AEW, but somehow they still managed to pull this figure, or not pull, to allow it to be released. And you know what? Thank you, Mattel. That really does mean a lot. So today we're looking at Scarlett, Adam Cole, and Rey Mysterio. So I know a lot of people had some mixed reviews about Scarlett when this figure kind of showed its how it was revealed. And the face scan, I'll be honest, does not look that bad. I feel like the images we saw, I don't know if they had a shitty photographer or what, but those proto images did not look good. I'll be honest, this figure right now in the box looks pretty damn good, that head scan. We will definitely run through a comparison. I do have the Chase basic figure. So I am actually excited to have Scarlett, even though she's no longer with the company. Adam Cole, I know this was a big one for all you guys, and I don't personally feel like Mattel prior did Adam Cole any justice with his figures. I did never really like that screaming scan. I thought it looked weird. He had a big head, and there was the other one was more kind of straight faced. I feel like this smug kind of smile really captures the look of him. And of course, there is a Chase version to this figure. So if you guys remember, we got most of the Undisputed Era in their camo gear, except Adam Cole. He had lost that fan takeover pole, and we got that kind of like black and gold released one from Amazon. So they were able to do it right. They kind of included it. Obviously, he was not wearing it at the time when they made this figure, so he's got the green trunks underneath. But the camo version is the Chase. I did not pick that one up yet. It's a little pricey right now. So over time, when the price kind of drops, I 100% will go back and pick that figure up to complete it with the Undisputed Era, who is pretty much all in AEW now, except for Roddy. But you know what? It is what it is. It's just nice to have this figure, especially, I'll be honest, I think Adam Cole is one of the top guys in wrestling right now. Really killing in AEW. He's got so much going for him, so much charisma. Just really happy to have this figure. And Rey Mysterio. So if you guys watch my review on the top picks Rey figure, it more or less is another repaint. It's another goddamn Rey with the hands and the shirt. We'll get into it. If you guys have not watched that video, go back and check it out, and you'll see where my frustration comes. And I think that's as far as the last few Rey releases we've gotten. But taking a look at the figures in the package, and you get the images of each wrestler on the front. Flipping to the side, you get the nice nameplate on this new package design that's coming for 2022. My favorite part, the images of each wrestler, so clean, so nicely done. I do really appreciate the Mattel packaging team. And the images of each wrestler on the back, as well as the read-up and the other figures in the wave. Let's come back and crack all three of these figures out of their packaging. Alright, and we're going to start off with Scarlett first. So as far as the accessories go, she does come with two open interchangeable hands, kind of like Mike holding hands. They do have the Catwoman claws on them also. That's pretty cool. Do like that extra detail. She also does come with a lantern. This does have some articulation to it. You can rotate it. So pretty cool. Nice detailing there. Painted black. It's clear, kind of plastic as far as the light area. And here's the kind of the controversy. I remember when we first saw the revealed images of this figure, the head scan looked really shitty. I'm not going to downplay it. It does not look really shitty in hand. It actually looks pretty good. I mean, look at the likeness of Scarlett. I don't think this looks as bad as it did with the protos. I mean, looking at this figure, I see a good likeness of Scarlett. You got the eye makeup around the eyes. You got this kind of like crown piece. It is not removable. That is, I believe, in there. I don't really want to pull too much, but you guys can correct me if I am wrong. I don't think that comes off. Her hair, some nice sculpting detail in the back. That looks so good. Got the white hair sculpted with all the kind of ties in there. Looks really cool. I really do like that extra detail. And her gear looks very Toyetic. Look at the spikes here. So these are kind of like softer material. They're not too like rigid. They got some flex to it. Continues onto the back. Really good. There actually are some on the front too. Got the plain black upper piece. She does have the double jointed pinless elbows. I'm sorry, I get so excited. I go from 6 to midnight every time I see these. They're so awesome. It's so cool. I really do appreciate Mattel now. Pretty much, I mean, I feel like every line is getting the double jointed pinless elbows, whether they're the female characters or the male characters. And let's see, is the head removable? It is interchangeable head, so if you did want to pop this off and put it on her basic, you can do that as well. If you want to put the blonde hair from the chase, you can do that. It is a little snug to put back in. There you go. Always be careful that I've broken a few neck pegs doing that. You can see the fishnet stockings continuing on the bottom. Painted really nice. Got the long black boots with the platforms. Now, anytime I see something like this, I always worry about the figures not being able to stand. I know I have a bunch of Marvel Legend figures that have these big kind of boots, and they are a pain in the freaking ass. This figure, I think, stands okay. It definitely could have some issues, but you know what? We'll save you with that. You guys get yourselves one of these nice ringside stands, which I'm running out of ringside. Please restock the black stands, because I think they have the white ones in stock, and I'm all black or nothing with these stands. I do not want to mix and match colors. There are a few defining moments figures that have the gold ones, but that's another tangent. Hopefully they restock those soon, because I need some for my collection display. I'm running out. So Scarlett looks pretty damn good. I really do like everything she comes with, and as far as a comparison, we'll bring in the Chase Basic. Actually, this was my favorite one out of two. I did have an option to pick up the regular version of the Basic, but the Chase just looks so much better, and with this one coming out with the white hair, figured this would be the one to go with to kind of compare against it. And you can see the Basic. Yeah, the hands are very similar. They both have the claws. Obviously, a little more detail with the Elite figure. And just to note, if you pop out the hands, a little snug, she does have the wrist cuffs that come with it that are removable. So that adds some extra detail that you're not going to get with the Basic. You see that's painted on there. If I can get her to stand, again, those platform heels are always a pain in the ass. But we will pop this hand back in. And if you guys want to look at the comparisons of the boots, overall real nice. So here's what I'm going to say. So I guess you cannot swap the heads, and then I will point out why. The skin tone is different. I want to say the Basic's probably the lighter skin tone as well. Don't think it's got the tan to it, so unfortunately I don't think that's going to work. That's kind of disappointing, because if you guys wanted a blonde hair Scarlett on the Elite, that was something you could have done. But you know what? Screw it. Go and grab both. It's unfortunate she's no longer with the company. I thought her and Karrion Kross were going to be some big stars in WWE. I feel like they really dropped the ball. Hopefully they end up in another promotion soon. I would love to see them in AEW, but obviously not everyone can end up in AEW. I feel like that's everyone's speculation when people get released, but they are big stars. They are big money, if you ask me, and I really do like this figure. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio Jr. And like I was saying in the intro video, if you guys have seen my last few reviews of Rey Elite figures, I have not been very fond of what Mattel has been giving us, and not to say the figures don't look good. Don't get misconstrued with that. I'm just a little bored of them. And as far as the accessories go for this figure, it does come with two open, huge, oversized glove hands. You get the two fisted hands, and as always, you get this rubber flap shirt. At least this time, they went with something a little different. It's a different shirt design. But let me bring in the last top picks. Same goddamn shirt design over and over again. You know, it's just like the flap shirt. I don't mean to keep saying this every video, but like, I'm tired of Rey figures. Like, you know, when Mattel first started their line, it was Rey after Rey after Rey. Here we are again, 2022 now, 10, 12 years later, whatever it is. They're pumping out a zillion Reys. And listen, they probably sell well, and they don't really care what my opinion is, but that's just my opinion as a collector. I mean, I like to see a little variation, and, you know, we're going to go through this figure, and we'll bring in the top picks for comparison, but the scan is good. I say this with every figure. I love the scan. No knock to Bill at all. I love the gear. It's very toyetic. Black with the orange looks cool. He's got the armbands, the gloves, the wrist cuffs. Take a look at his gear. There's goat on there. The black boots with the designs on there too. You guys can see that. Same on the other side. Booyaka, goat, Rey 619. And I love Rey Mysterio. Dude is a legend. He is one of the best of all time. I've been following him since he was in WCW. Really a huge fan of him then. But how many of these figures do we really need? Like, are they really that different that they keep pumping out the same thing? And you know what? They just don't give us any variation with it. It's just like, all right, we have a Rey, let's repaint it. Throw on the same accessories. It's Rey, he'll sell, you know, he's toyetic, blah, 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 blah. I'm tired of it. I need something. If you're going to give me a Rey, give me a little refresh. Give me a flashback. Give me another WCW. I don't know. Just give me something different. I mean, here's another one. Here's another top picks. Same flap shirt, same hands, the wrist cuffs. And you know what? Some of you guys probably tired of hearing me rant about Rey figures. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys in the same boat? Are you happy with the Rey figures they've been releasing, or do you think they could do better? They could do more. I feel like Mattel is on their game right now. They are releasing so many great figures, and I feel like they just kind of pass on Rey. Like, they make a lot of them, but they don't give me anything to get excited for anymore. And I feel like I don't know. I don't have any emotions except like disappointment when they release Rey. It's like, another one. Like, give me something to get excited about. I don't know. Maybe that's something down the road. I mean, hell, give me something from his Ruthless Aggression run. A little, I don't know, something when he won the championship. Just change it up a little. Change up the formula. It's getting a little stale. It's been the same figure over and over again. So that's kind of my opinion on Rey, and we're going to move on. Next up, it's all about the Boom Adam Cole, baby. So, as far as accessories go, we get 2 open mic holding hands. We get this black steel chair. Have seen this before in the Mattel line. Nice padding on there. Nice sculpt. Good for figure photography, and always nice to have some free weapons. And I can't tell you how I'm excited for this figure. Adam Cole is probably one of my favorites in the business today. Super over. Love his gimmick. Very charismatic. We'll get into a few things about the actual days of wrestling today. But first, let's get into the figure, and then I want to ask you guys a few questions, see how you feel about it. Adam Cole, probably his best head scan, if you ask me, made by Mattel. This is his last figure, what a finale this is going to be. I have a little bit of a glue mark or something on there, but not too noticeable. Does look really nice. I love that smug look. To me, that is Adam Cole. And I had said prior in the beginning of the video, you know, we've received kind of 2 different head sculpts. There's that kind of like straight face version that came with the Undisputed Era 3-pack. And then that screaming one with the open mouth. To me, that looks awful. I never liked that head. Always swapped it out with a basic or, you know, the other Elite that came out. But this one looks really damn good. It looks like he's got the slick, wet hair. Look at the sculpting in the back. Bill did a phenomenal job with this one. And he does come with the removable cloth shirt. I'll admit, it does look a little baggy, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't really care. I have the other Adam Cole baby shirt I could flip and switch on if I prefer that, but let's remove it, and you can see the shirt underneath. Adam Cole, nice soft material. Really do love Mattel shirts. I feel like they make some of the best fabrics in the game. They're really detailed, but also very light, and they're nicely printed on. It doesn't look like it's a decal that's sticking out. Just so clean. And taking a look at the figure itself, so you do get the armband. You can see that there. It is removable. It is a nice kind of rubbery, soft material. And the beautiful double jointed pinless elbows. I get so excited seeing these. I don't know why, but it just completes the figure. Makes it look like it's a real person in my hands here. It just looks great. Get the tattoo on the forearm, which we have seen before. Really nicely done there. So you do get the 2 pointing hands for when he does his iconic Adam Cole baby pose in the ring. You also do get an elbow pad. Taking a look at his trunks. Nice green. Got the designs on there as well. Taking a look at the back, it says baby with a gold. I really like the green. I know the camel one's probably gonna be one that a lot of people like, but the green looks pretty good too. And here's what I was talking about earlier. This is what I want to ask you guys. So in the state of wrestling today, I don't know about you guys. I am personally from, like, I'm more of the Attitude Era where I grew up, but I also watched a lot of the 80s wrestlers, and I always feel like they were like larger than life characters, right? So you had Hulk Hogan, obviously my favorite of all time. Huge, 6'7", 300 pounds. And I feel like the days of those huge, over-the-top, like, massive guys don't exist anymore. I feel like that's my one complaint about wrestling. Like, Adam Cole, absolutely love him. One of my favorite wrestlers. But when I look at his, like, physique, I feel like, I mean, it's just not what it used to be. Like, look at Shawn Michaels. He was a small guy, but that dude always looked like he was in great shape. He took care of his body. I'm not saying Adam Cole looks out of shape, but I mean, he doesn't look like what wrestlers used to look like in the past. And listen, I don't want to get into like steroids and all that stuff, but I feel like the landscape of wrestlers and wrestling has changed. Like, what you perceive to be a professional wrestler is really different than what we watch on TV today. These guys put on phenomenal matches, but I kind of miss some of the showmanship of like just these iconic larger-than-life characters. I feel like that's done in wrestling. So I don't know. I feel like we always talk figures. You know, we're all wrestling fans, obviously, because we collect these toys. Kind of want to get your guys' opinion on that. Like, what do you think? Is wrestling just different and never going to be like it was before? Or do you guys feel like I'm wrong and these guys really are larger than life and I'm missing the boat here? But nice conversation piece to have. Like, I always like to interact with you guys because, I mean, it's like a family we have here. It's just always good to talk, things that we have common interest with. It's just fun. But Adam Cole, great as far as the head. Should be interchangeable. We'll do it very gently. It comes right off. So if you do want to pop this on another body, this will probably be his last figure for a while. So definitely go ahead and grab it if you want it. Or if you want, I know Jazzwares, I'm sure, is working on their version. I'll be honest, I love Jazzwares, but I'm still kind of pro Mattel. I think they just do it a little better, but of course they've been at it a lot longer than Jazzwares, so it'd be interesting to see what they come up with. And again, there is a chase version. We do have the camo tights coming to complete the Undisputed Era. And with some comparisons, I figure I'd bring in the Amazon Fan Takeover Adam Cole. So I did swap the head on this one. I did not care for that Screaming Scan, like I said before. And you can see the difference in the tattoo work. Just looks a lot better on this newest figure. You also get the armband with them. So this was the other head I was telling you guys about. That was kind of my preferred version, and you can see the difference in the scans. This wasn't bad for its time, but this is way better. Not even close. This just looks a little kind of cartoony or something missing the boat here. He also has that no neck syndrome on this body. So we'll remove the shirt, and you guys can kind of see. And the head doesn't quite fit as nicely as this one. I'll be honest, I may just pick up another one. I wish they'd be coming out with basics because that's going to be expensive. But if I find them at retail, I probably will definitely be picking up this head because I really do like this gear. The black and gold, to me, look pretty cool. But, you know, I'm kind of curious to see what it would look like with this head on right now. Maybe I'll do a swap just to kind of get an idea. But looks pretty damn cool. You know, which one do you guys like better? Do you like the newest Elite 92 or do you like this? I want to say it's from the Undisputed Era 3-pack head is where I swapped it. But those are your Adam Coles, and let's get him out of here. Let's bring in someone a little special for Adam Cole. Yes, it's his girlfriend, DMD, Dr. Britt Baker. But before there was Britt Baker, let's get her ass out of here. There was the Undisputed Era. We got Kyle O'Reilly. We got Bobby Fish. These three in AEW together right now. And we got Roderick Strong as well. And all these guys have this camo pattern. I'm not going to remove the shirts off. It doesn't make sense. I definitely plan on getting the other Chase Adam Cole eventually. He's a little pricey right now. I've been spending so much on figures, just out of hand, especially with the holidays. So I have to cool a little, or my wife will probably throw me out of the house, as awesome as she is. She supports this hobby so well. Got to give it a little rest. We will pick up the Adam Cole and finally complete this set. So thank you to Mattel for releasing this figure. These guys look great. And I almost forgot. Let's see how Adam Cole looks paired up with the Elite. So we have some Jazzwares AEW figures. We got Kenny Omega in the Bucks with Adam Cole, the newest member of the Elite. Absolutely loving these guys paired together and the new storyline they're running with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish versus the Bucks. So we'll see where that goes. But just figured it'd be kind of cool to throw these guys together and see how they stack up. And before we wrap up, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. The more followers I get, the more subs I get, the bigger this page gets, and the more content I can deliver. So I really do appreciate you guys checking this review. Each and every one of your support really does mean a lot, so thank you for that. And as far as these figures go, let's start off with Rey Mysterio first. So I've mentioned my gripes. I'm just kind of bored of the formula and, you know, the same figures we've been getting. But just looking at this figure, aside from all that, it is pretty solid. I will admit it's not his most toyetic gear. It's kind of dull. It's just black and orange. So, I mean, nothing crazy doesn't pop as much. We've seen this, you know, kind of same sculpt used before. So this is definitely not my favorite figure. Definitely, I don't think it's a must-have. You know, there are definitely people out there who are huge Rey Mysterio fans and want every single one of his figures. So if you know, you're a completist, absolutely go for it. I feel like if you have any other Rey in your collection, you don't necessarily need this one. There's nothing really, you know, special about it that makes it stand out. Nothing that's going to be like, I need this in my collection, at least in my opinion. So personally, I don't think it's needed. I'd say pass unless you're a completist. Scarlett, I really do like this figure. You know, as far as, you know, pretty much will be her last figure for a while unless she comes back with the company. They did her justice. The head scan, to me, looks pretty good in person. You know, when we first saw those protos, not very happy. I think it looks pretty good. I like the kind of sleek gear. I love the Catwoman hands. They are very soft and pliable. Definitely can get in different poses. Thrown in with a carrying cross. You know, very solid figure. No complaints there. I'm really happy to add this to my collection. I think it turned out great in my opinion. And Adam Cole, honestly, probably one of the hottest wrestlers in the business today. It's insane that he's the top guy in another company and they were still able to release this figure. I think it's pretty much perfect. I mean, I really like everything that came with it. If there's any gripe, and I'm really pulling this out of my ass just to say one thing, it's the shirt's a little big, but who cares? I mean, I flipped this baby Adam Cole shirt on there with a sleeveless look, and to me that looks awesome. So there's if you're an Adam Cole fan, this is the figure to get. This is without a doubt Mattel's best iteration of him. Don't go on, you know, secondary market and pay all that crazy money that people were asking for when he left the company. Go ahead and grab this figure. These are now in stock at ringsidecollectibles.com. As always, use promo code 4LIFE to save 10% off your order. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects. I'll be posting a ton more fun pictures on there, and I'm very interactive, so feel free to reach out and DM me. You know, I try to do my best to respond to each and every single comment, each and every single DM. I just love interacting with you guys, and if you make the effort to give me some of your time, I really try my best to give it right back to you. So thank you again for checking out this review, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.